Guys, welcome back to the second part of episode 1. We're talking again about just the new user experience. And we're moving on to question number 4. We're going to start off with Chef 40K again. On a scale of 1 to 10, how effective is the starter kit?
Now we're talking about Assault on Black Reach, right?
Okay, Chef, give us a number first. Yes.
Okay. I just want to clarify here, okay?
Yes.
And I'm going to give it...
We're talking about the 5th edition Assault on... Oh, okay, sorry.
An 8.
An 8. All right.
I'm putting it up there at an 8. And, okay, I'm only giving it an 8. I'm giving that comparing to past experience because I never got the 4th edition starter kit. I had the 3rd and 2nd. And compared to those two that I owned previously as a youngin', I'll give the new one an 8.
Okay, and this is in regards to new players. So, you know, if this is your first one, you're actually a good person to ask this question
I'm
to.
saying, yeah, well, no, it's not my first one. I had 2nd and 3rd, but I skipped 4th, so I came back to 5th as a new player, I guess. But I had 3rd and 2nd, and I did play those two. All
right. Smurf, you are up next. Question, on a scale of 1 to 10, the starter kit.
I gave it an 8 also. I think it's great for new players to get in the hobby. It has dice, rules, all that jazz. But I think it's bad because it forces them to either play Space Marines or another army. I think they should have like a starter bundle, you know, which has basic rules and all that, or something different.
All right. Bootleg, your turn, my man.
Yeah, 8 or a 9. It's good value. A little misleading. You think they're all that cheap, but, you know, big surprise when you go buy the rest of your army. But, yeah, it's great. Good value.
All right. And as far as what I give it a 7, slightly less than the other guys. And the only reason is that even if Space Marines is your army, the amount of models and the types of models that they give you is not enough to play a 500-point game given the standard basic rules because you do not have 2 troop choices. But otherwise, it's a great value. Any further discussion about the starter kit, guys?
I can't think of anything that would be bad.
All right. Let's move on to question number 5. On a scale of 1 to 10, how essential is third-party involvement to GW's continued success? By third-party, I mean vendors like Wolflair, the makers of Army Builder and Gale Force 9, to 40K communities such as forums and YouTube. And Smurf, we're starting with you, man.
Give it an 8. It's huge. The communities are tight. They spread the word. But with GW introducing their own forums, I think we might see a change in this, unfortunately.
I'm sorry, what do you mean by what change do you foresee?
Like, we might see more people going to the official forums rather than lurking on these third-party forums. I think the third-party forums are going to see a drop in traffic.
Yeah, it's interesting. All right, Bootleg, it's your turn.
I'd say probably a 7 or an 8. But I don't think GW realizes this. I know a lot of sites that have been closed down by them, and they just don't get the point that they are promoting them. They are, you know, trying to do a good thing, and GW comes in with their lawyer Nazis and shuts it down, and I don't think GW gets it.
All right. Chef, I know a lot of people have been talking about the forums, but including the vendors, scale of 1 to 10.
I'm going to give it a 6. As far as vendors go, like Gale Force and Wolflair, these guys, as far as I'm concerned, are not essential to GW's survival. Okay. Because back when I played in 2nd edition, Wolflair didn't exist. Gale Force, I had never heard of then. I don't believe it exists back, 12, 13 years ago. It might have, I don't know. But as far as forums and stuff go, I agree with Smurf. All the third-party forums are going to see a drop. GW, I think their forum is going to be a success.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and throw in my 2 cents. I think when you combine the vendors with the 40K communities, you're still looking at an 8, even with GW's new forum stuff that they're working on. The reason is that, have you guys been to the GW website? That thing is slow as all dog. I can't imagine that people are going to sit around and wait for forums to pop up. But I do think that having the various specialized forums like Bolter and Chainsword being Space Marines, and just having the specialized forums allows people to find answers that they're looking for a whole lot quicker. Continued discussion, guys?
I really think it's a good thing for GW to make their own forums, because that way I think we're going to see a lot less rumor mill going around, because I think this will be a good outlet for them to go, hey, this is official, this is heading out, this is on the forefront, and we can get it officially from them instead of going, hey, someone told someone this, and hey, you heard this through the grapevine.
But
so
Smurf,
I think this is a
wait a minute,
step.
Smurf, do you think GW is going to release any forward-looking stuff? I think the problem is that if you're thinking that would presuppose that GW actually is going to release stuff, information about things ahead of time, which they're notoriously bad about, to the point that even when 5th edition came out, stores were left going, I don't know when it'll ship here.
I didn't have that problem, but I didn't know that. That's news to me. I really think this, if they do it right, if they do this right, I think this could be a good way for them to just squeeze little bits of upcoming stuff and use this. Go ahead, Bootleg. I see your finger over there.
Keyword, if they do it right. Keyword.
Right.
Yeah.
They're notorious for not doing it right.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll tell you right now,
I totally agree.
I love GW. I really do. I think they made a fantastic game. We wouldn't be sitting here doing a forum if we didn't think that. It's one of those things where, with this forum that they're thinking about creating, my concern is that if you don't have GW employees answering the questions that make the things official, then you're just going to have the same knuckleheads who don't really know what they're talking about answering their forums, which again will mean, and I don't see GW hiring people to do nothing but answer rules questions and the like. Chef, what's your take on this?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, as far as the success of the GW forums counts on them having someone who works at GW answering these questions, like you just said. I mean, it can't just be another forum where it's just a bunch of people like us giving our opinion, We have that already.
Well, and again, because if they do that and they don't do something to actually speed up the way that their website loads, I just and I'm all for this. I really do. Hope
I don't have that
GW
issue.
Has a great. Really?
Maybe it's because I'm in Canada or something, but I don't have the site runs fine for me, and I hear a lot of people saying that it runs slow, but I've never experienced it.
It might be just in the U.S.
I've never had a problem either.
Huh?
It hiccups every now and then, but I think that's them updating the site.
Because
I know they update it daily.
Okay, Bootleg, you were about to say something?
They killed Black Gobo. When they redid everything, Black Gobo was, that was the main thing that I went there for, and then they just yanked it. When they redid this, I haven't been on it as much since then, but I've never had any problems. But once they reformatted it, I quit going.
Okay.
Yeah.
I do miss
the old site was so much better.
Yeah.
Okay,
I think
we
we'll
got to
all
keep
agree
going.
on that.
We're almost at 10 minutes, and I do want to get through this last question. And you're going to
Let's do
see
it.
this as kind of a feature on the 40K Roundtable discussion. There will be no discussion about it afterwards because I want people's predictions to be ridiculous, or at least outlandish. So, for question number 6, it's make a prediction, no matter how outlandish, regarding new 40K players in 2010. And for this, we'll go back to Bootleg Tattoo.
Well, that's not very far away. I don't see it changing too much in that amount of time. Because it's 09 now, so, you're only talking a year. I don't see much change. If anything, I see things dropping. Just money issues. People just don't have it.
So then your prediction is fewer new 40K players in 2010. Fewer new 40K players. All right.
Yes.
Let's go over to Chef. Chef, what's your prediction?
I'm going to say we're going to have a huge boom of beautiful female 40K players.
That's outlandish.
Nice. Solid. What's your take on the new 40K players?
Come on, ladies.
I think we're going to see Chef, you need a hat that says that. Anyways, I think we're going to see it double within the next year. I really do.
So compared to the new players in 2009, you think the new players in 2010 are going to double?
The amount of new players coming in now to 2010, I think we're going to see it double.
Wow, that's a very, very strong
I'd be
prediction,
down.
man.
We need more Canadian players.
Yeah.
My prediction for new players in 40K for 2010 is that with the, and we didn't really touch on this, but with codices becoming more and more complex, it's the slight more expense that we're going to see probably a drop off in the neighborhood of 25% fewer in 2010 than in 2009, and that deals with economic conditions, again, still the complex rule system and everything else, and it's going to be the 40K communities that are going to keep people coming back. So, guys, thank you for coming and attending our 40K Roundtable discussion, episode 1. Please, like I said before, feel free to continue this discussion down below with comments and whatnot, but keep it friendly. Anyone say anything that I don't like, it's, and I don't mean because you disagree with something that we said. I'm saying no profanity, okay? Keep it clean, guys. That's it from the Doremicom channel. Guys, thank you very much for joining the program.
Don't forget to check out your contest.
Check out the contest, and if you're a beautiful female who hasn't started playing 40K, just for Chef, make sure you join. That's it, guys.
And Chef's phone number is 555.
And we're out.